So this is a little bit of a long story. I'm gonna try and make it as short as possible, but this is all about my kayaking in the Maldives. It really irked me. It really got my blood boiling. So the first day I got there, I went exploring and I went to go see what was around my island and whatnot. And I found the water center with all the water sports and everything, and I'm looking, and in the Maldives they charge for everything. I mean, I promise you, I even had to hire snorkeling equipment. So you can imagine how expensive just doing normal water sports were. So the kayaking was $30. I was like, I'm not paying $30 to go kayaking. I'm not gonna pay money to go do these type of things that you often at hotels get for free or get included. So the water sports guy comes to me and he's like, oh no, you must come do some sports and things, and of course I'm like, yeah, of course, meaning no. So yeah, that was that. So then the next day, because it's an island, the whole hotel is the whole island, there's nothing else there. You bump into these people all the time. So I see the water sports guy and he's like, oh, okay, what are we doing today? And I was like, no, you know what, listen, it's really expensive. I'm from South Africa. I can't really afford to do this type of thing. So I'm not gonna do anything. He's like, oh no, don't be silly, I'll take you for free. I was like, what? It's like, no, don't worry. I mean, Jesus, just kayaking. I was like, no, you know what, don't worry, it's chilled. And he's like, you know what, you'd actually be doing me a favor because I'm bored, I've got nothing to do. I would love to go kayaking, let's go. And I was like, okay, cool, let's go kayaking. And you know, this guy's not cute or anything like that, and really not my type, but I was like, you know what, free kayaking, it'll be fine. So we went kayaking and whatnot. Then halfway in our trip, he says to me, oh no, let's stop for a rest. I was like, okay. So we stopped for a rest, and I promise you, we sat on the beach for like an hour and a half, and I had to listen to his life story. He barely asked me anything about myself, and not that I really cared. I was like, oh shame, you know, this poor guy's got nothing better to do. I mean, you're stuck on an island where there is nothing but your work. So you can imagine, shame. So I let him vent, and eventually I was like, okay, you know, let's get going. And in the meantime, he's telling me, you know, he really told me his life story. And he's telling me how he's pretty much coining it and how much money he's making and all this type of thing. And I tell him, you know, listen, I'm from South Africa, my rand is very weak, so this type of place is very expensive for me. And so we get back and I go to the gym and I find him in the gym as well. And he says he's so upset and everything because he wanted to come have dinner with me because I'm sitting on my own having dinner because, you know, I'm on my own, and that's actually kind of what I wanted anyways. And I was like, okay, cool, fine, join me for dinner, it'll be chilled. And then he says, no, you know, the hotel said he can't join me for dinner. And inside I'm like, yes, thank goodness, I don't really want to have dinner with this guy. And he's going, yeah, no, now they're gonna take the $30 off his pay. And I'm thinking, okay, well, you did tell me how much you're coining it, and I did tell you, you know, listen, I don't really want to go. But, you know, I said, oh, no, don't worry, I'll pay for it, wada. He doesn't say anything about it. Thinking, you know, he's gonna say, oh, you know, no, it's chilled, it's my fault, I'm the one, I should know better, all this type of thing. So he says to me, okay, well, after dinner, do you want to go for drinks? I was like, no, you know what, I'm just gonna go to bed early and things like that, which is kind of true, but had I been into him, obviously I would go to drinks. So he adds me on Facebook and all this type of thing, and I used to take 1 hour of Wi-Fi a day. And I'm on Wi-Fi and he's like, oh, come visit me, I'm so bored, And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So a bit later I went and I took the $30 to go, you know, pay him. And so I give them to him and he goes, oh no, don't worry, it's on your room. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You're the one who wanted to go and convince me, and now you've just put it on my room. It's your fault. And he goes, oh, you know, it's kind of my fault, so let me pay half. I was like, no, just leave it. And I didn't really know what to say, so I was like, no, it's fine, I'll just pay it. And he's like, okay, cool, let's go for drinks later. I was like, no, I'm here to rest, I'm gonna rest. So, you know, like trying to avoid this ochre like the plague. I was just like, oh, go away. I promise you, every single day he messaged me and said, oh no, let's go for drinks, or let's do this, or come visit me. I'm going, does this guy not get it? Who does that? He's telling me how much money he's making, and now it's his fault that he took me for this so-called free kayak that I didn't even want to go on, and I should have been paid for at the end of the day because I had to listen to his bloody life story. And yeah, he has the cheek to put it on my room, and I actually ended up having to pay for it. So I paid $30 for something I didn't want to do, and you know I'm tight, I don't like to pay for things I don't want. And I had to spend time with this weird guy. So then I get back home, and he sends me a message, oh, how was your trip, wada. And oh yeah, I'm gonna come for some tennis lessons. I was like, okay, well I'll have to charge you double seeing as I had to pay for the kayak. And so he replies, oh yeah, I'm sorry about that, yeah. So I reply, I was like, yeah, well if you really were sorry, then you would have sorted it out. And then after that I said to him, yeah, well have a good night. And he goes, thanks, you too. I was like, does this guy live with his head in the sand? Where is he from? Anyways, I thought I had to fill you guys in on that story because some people are just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the crazy one. But I don't know. Anyone else I've told the story is kind of like, what? And on top of that, I was like, should I be vindictive? Should I say something to his boss? Should I say something to the front desk? And you know what? I was so proud of myself. I didn't say anything. I was like, you know what, Tegan? You're never gonna see this guy again. You don't have to have anything to do with him. Just let it go. It's $30. I know it hurts. It's halfway to Steve Madden's shoes, but at least I don't have to owe him anything.